Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're off and running from Western New York. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st down, Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To throw again, it's Allen. Cook calls it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. To the air again. Allen finds Kincaid. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there,
and the Titans rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
They'll go, Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at first down here. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score with that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans get the game's first points here in the second. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On 4th down, Allen. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Julius Chestnut to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills are going to get the football inside the enemy 40. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, Brock. That lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow their lead just before halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Once again, the Titans bypassing a kick, electing to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Nick Folk taking across for the Titans.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Middle.
2nd and 10 now. He's looking deep once again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Tajay Spears. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10.
Here we go, go!
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They'll get this drive started, first and 10. Allen looking to throw. Buying some time right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with third and long. Now Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Fourth down, here's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That pass complete to Boyd. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Searching for somewhere to throw well behind the line.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And the Bills Bills take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Throwing this back in the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Cook calls it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running back, motioning right. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. So we're through 3 here. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying it left side with Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle.
And he scores! It's a Buffalo touchdown! The Bills have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Chestnut on the return. There he goes on the right side. At the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans push this to an 8-point game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Johnson now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've They've got first down from the 31.
Regular, 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 regular. Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Allen. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between the...
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills gotta score in a hurry. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Allen to throw. He rolls to his right. He's gonna end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Third down and 14.
Hey, home, home, home. Off 52. Hey, tight, tight, tight. Half, 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 half. Here you go.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
What's that?
On first down, Allen. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop.
And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Titans out there once again trying for a 2-point conversion. Now looking to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Vacates quickly left side. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Allen. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And he's got it in the end zone. The conversion is good. They're back within a single point here in the 4th. Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Titans look like they've recovered. Yep, and folks, this game is over. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big 2-point attempt. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Johnson with a return here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. One final shot here. Buying some time right. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over.